Maddie. Good evening. I am so frustrated watching that back. You have no idea how frustrating it was because, first of all, it's worse that it was against the Yankees, so you know that I'm watching the game. Second of all, this was a pitcher in Eduardo Rodriguez who pitched through 4 innings, needed 1 more strikeout. I said, you know what, with this pitch count, he's probably not coming back in. He did. He came back in the 5th. Then he didn't get it. I said, oh, he's done. This prop lost. He comes back in the 6th. Still didn't get it. You come in for 2 innings and you're 1 strikeout away and you still can't get a strikeout. It was so frustrating.
You know what? You get a break. You catch a break here. You started 7-0 on your Diamond K plays of the day. A couple setbacks. So what? You had a great afternoon. We'll get into that later. But if people who follow you on social were paying attention, you're 3-0 from your daytime plays. Tell us what you have tonight, and let's start with what you like in this Cardinals-Marlins game this evening.
I'm betting the under in the first 3 innings of 2.5 runs. I know it seems low. However, you're going to see the St. Louis Cardinals starter in Jordan Hicks, who's going to be on a pitch count, either 3 innings or 55 pitches. He's normally a reliever. It's his first career start. Yet he's only allowed 4 home runs in 507 batters he's faced. There shouldn't be an explosive play in those first 3 innings, especially because the Miami Marlins have struggled leaving 16 batters stranded in this series. Looking over to the Miami side with their starting pitcher, I really like Pablo Lopez. He started off the season strong, 10 1/3 innings pitched already, only allowing 1 run. He only has to get through this lineup 1.5 times through the first 3. Give me the under in the first 3 innings of 2.5 runs.
All right, a little juicy at -160, so I think the books are trying to dissuade people. Yeah, it did move, but that's what you like. Again, -160 is where that is now. Here's one that I need an explanation on because you have not given us a player total base prop yet, but you have one in the Texas-Seattle game tonight.
I'm going with over half a total base on the Texas Rangers third baseman, Charlie Culbertson. I don't normally cap this market. This is what happens when you have 3 night games and a show that starts at 5 p.m. Eastern time. I do give a shout out to the Bettor's Eye crew here in MLB. It's Keith Arizari who always talks about these total bases props. Look for someone like Culbertson who's only at -130. So you have to bet $130, you win $100. This is actually not a lot of juice on a player for over half a base. They're usually around -200. Culbertson has done really well against Gonzalez, who's the starting pitcher, Marco Gonzalez for Seattle. 6 for 11, a home run, a triple. All he has to do is get an extra base hit, and this one's done with 1 crack of the bat.
Okay, I don't want to be a mush, but let me lay out the other side of this because I think it needs to be out there. Charlie Culberson is a guy that just basically gets at-bats against left-handed pitchers. So if Marco Gonzalez comes out of the game early or even after 5, there's a chance that you've got to get that hit, that .5 total bases, in 2 plate appearances because Charlie could rotate out. I don't think he plays 9 innings tonight. You know, that I could be wrong. He could face a left-hander out of the bullpen, but it's a buyer beware on that Culberson total base.
Maddie. Here's the thing. I don't like waiting for the end of the game anyway for a bet to cash. I'd rather hit it in the 5th or 6th inning anyway. Why not?
Got it. And it's a late game. I mean, you'll get to bed by midnight if you get 2 plate appearances from Charlie Culberson. All right. What about the Diamond K play of the day? Give us the guaranteed lock, the thing you like the most of the remaining games on a short schedule.
Oh, no. Maddie used the L word, lock.
Sorry.
That's never a good sign.
Sorry.
I'm betting the under for the Seattle Mariners starter Marco Gonzalez, 4.5 strikeouts. I hit the first 2 today of under 4.5 too, so hopefully this one can cash. Gonzalez is up against this team in St. Louis, against Texas, who has the 2nd least strikeouts in Major League Baseball. Texas against left-handers, the lowest K rate against southpaws. 9 out of 11 pitchers have gone under their strikeout prop when facing the Texas Rangers. This line also moved 10 cents against Seattle, which leads me to believe that Gonzalez may not be on his A game. Texas isn't really known for scoring much. However, let's just see Texas not strike out a lot again tonight. Under 4.5 strikeouts on Marco Gonzalez.
All right, so there's kind of a corollary there between Charlie Culberson getting his hit and Marco Gonzalez night striking out a lot of players because, you know, if Marco leaves early or if he comes short of that strikeout number, there's a chance that maybe Charlie Culberson gets to him early. So I get what you're doing there. By the way, look at that lineup for the Rangers, too, and note who's in and who's out. And don't be worried about lefty-lefty matchups. Guys like Willie Calhoun, he just doesn't strike out, period, even if it's a lefty on the mound. So take a look at the lineup and give Ariel's plays some thoughts. Good stuff.